In the law, there is this term of art, and it's called having unclean hands. And what that means is that when you are involved in court litigation, if you have unclean hands, that you've either done something to violate a law or violate an agreement or violate a rule. And oftentimes, when somebody who has unclean hands or dirty hands is asking for a certain type of relief from the court, if the court sees that that person has unclean hands, the court may not be inclined to grant the relief because they say that person has unclean hands. The reason that I'm bringing this up now is because I'm involved in a highly contested child custody proceeding right now. It is so ugly. So it's a hotly contested proceeding. There's a lot of finger pointing going on, both by the parties. The other attorney's doing a lot of finger pointing at me, and I've done some finger pointing myself. But one thing that I have become very aware of, and I'm super attentive to right now, is making sure that my hands and my client's hands are clean, that we are following the letter of the law to the T. We're following all the statutes, we're following the rules, we're following the current court orders, and that we are on the up and up. And that if we say we're going to do something, then we follow through and do what we say we're going to do. Because there is so much finger pointing, and I know when this case gets to the point where we get to trial, my client is going to be asking for her attorney's fees to be paid, and so is the other side. And it's going to be more difficult for the judge to award those fees if we haven't done what we said we were going to do or what we were supposed to do under the law. A lot of times my clients say to me, well, there's rules in place, there's orders in place, but the other side isn't following all the rules. But here I am, the good guy, following all the rules. And that's not fair. The other side's getting away with murder, and here I am, like getting left behind in the dust, or things aren't fair or I'm doing all the work because I'm following the rules. I had this conversation with a client a couple weeks ago where, the parties are supposed to be sharing transportation. He's doing all the transportation despite the fact that they're sharing. She will not follow the rules. So he feels like he's getting shafted, and I understand that. And he said, I'm going to just start doing what she's doing and not follow the rules. But I discouraged him from doing that. Even if you feel like you're getting the shaft because the other side is not following the rules, they have unclean hands. And if a person has unclean hands, then that's more of a reason for a judge to find that they behaved unreasonably during the litigation. And unreasonable behavior is one of the primary reasons that judges award attorney's fees, at least in my jurisdiction. So hopefully, you guys, that made some sense. So that's what